press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, we were discussing 1.3 exercise 1.3 and we finished third main, so that is the third main, and we are going to solve today the fourth main. The question is starting from -1 into 5, write various products showing some pattern to show -1 into -1 that is equal to +1. Okay. So what they have given is we have to write the number starting from -1 into 5, giving various that is the different patterns for every number. Okay. So given that -1 into 5, so we should come to +1. Okay. Then how can we write this? So answer for this, starting from -1 into 5, it is -1 into 5 is 5. Then go to -1 into 4, we get -4. -4 can be, how can we write -4? That is equal to -5 plus 1. Here we can write like this, -5 plus 0. So 0 to 1. So -5 plus 1. Okay, then go to -1 into, they given like this, so, but we have to show some patterns for the other numbers. So before that we get, before 5 we get 4, -1 into 3 that is equal to -3, and -3 can be expressed like this, -4 plus 1, -4 plus 1. Okay, then -1 into 2 that is equal to -2. It can be expressed -3 plus 1. -1 into 1 that is equal to -1. It is equal to -2 plus 1. Okay, then go to -1 into 0. When we multiply with 0, we get 0 only. That is equal to -1 plus of 1. -1 plus 1 we get 0. Then go to -1 into -1. So after 0 we write -1. Minus into minus is, that is equal to +1. Then +1 can be written as 0. So here 0 plus 1. Okay. They given -1 into -1 that is equal to 1. So -1 into -1 that is equal to +1, that is equal to, that can be expressed as 0 plus 1. Okay, let's move to the fifth main. The fifth main is like this. Find the product using suitable properties. Okay, so using some properties we learned commutative property, associative property, distributive property. Okay, and we also know inverse of addition. Okay, in addition and identity element for addition and multiplication. Okay, we have to find the product for the given numbers. Here the first one is first one. So I do few for you and you have to do some other problems. Okay, first one, it is 26 into minus 48 plus minus 48 into minus 36. This is the first one, and you have to separate. You have to separate here, or otherwise you have to separate the numbers. We have to put the brackets, particular brackets. Okay. Then here what can we take? So we can take these two numbers and we can group these two numbers. Okay. Take, first write down the given question, that is minus 48 plus of minus 48 into minus 36. What's the property we can use here? Here they have given minus 48 minus 48. So this is the common number that we can take out. Okay, take out minus 48 minus 48. Here we get 26 into 1. Okay, then plus 1 into minus 36. When we take out common number, we get 1 here. For that I written like this. Then it is minus 48 into, okay, then 26 plus of minus 36. Okay, minus 48 into 26, take out 30 minus 36 from the bracket, plus into minus is minus 36, minus 36. Okay, minus 48, and what we get in the bracket, 26 minus 36 is minus 10. Minus into minus is plus, 48 zeros are 0, 48 ones are 48, and here the product is plus 480. Okay, the property used here is this is the distributive property. So here we can come to know that this is distributive property. 48 into on addition, multiplication upon addition. Okay, distributive property. Then go to second one. In this second one, I do some problems. 8 into 53 into minus 125. Okay, which is the property? This is commutative property. We have only 3 numbers and we don't have any other operations here. Then we can tell that this is commutative property. We are multiplying, taking 3 numbers. Okay. However, whatever the number given, we can multiply or we can group the numbers like this. So answer 8 into 53 into minus 125. So you multiply 8 into 53, or otherwise you can multiply 53 into 125, minus 125. Otherwise you can multiply 8 into minus 125. You can group any numbers. Okay, I take 53 here and I multiply 8 into minus 125 first. I took these two numbers in one group. So I keep 53 as it is. 53 into 8 5s are 40. So keep 4. 8 2s are 16 plus 4 is 20. So remaining is 2. 8 1s are 8 plus 2 is 10. It's minus 1000. Minus 1000. So it's easy to multiply with 1000. Plus into minus is minus. 53 ones are 53, and how many zeros are there? 3 zeros. The answer is minus 53,000. Minus 53,000. Okay. What's the property we used here? This is commutative property. Commutative property. Okay, go to, so U, so C you take down, C as your homework, that is 15 into minus 25, minus 25 into minus 4 into minus 10. They have grouped here. Okay, so given numbers are more, only that's all. Okay, they given 4 numbers here, then you can multiply with any number. This is also under commutative property. So take this for your homework. You multiply. So multiply all the numbers and get the answer. Let's move to the next one. Let's move to the next one. Okay, D also, you take D also for your homework. Minus 41 into 102. So now, okay, D I do for you. D I do for you. Minus 41 into 102. Okay, how can we write 102? It can be written as 100 plus 2. 100 plus 2. Okay. Minus 41 into 102. So I keep minus 141 as it is. Take 102 as, express it as 100 plus 2. Then it will be which property? That is distributive property. Okay. So minus 41 into 100. Multiply here. Minus 41 into 100 plus minus 41 into 2. Like this. So minus 41 ones are minus 41. Keep 2 zeros. Then it will be 4000. Minus 4100 plus of minus 41 into 2. 2 ones are 2. 2 4s are 8. It is minus 82. So take out it from the bracket. Plus into minus is minus 82. These two are the negative integers. Then you can add those. Minus 4182. Answer is minus 4182. Okay, here the used property is distributive property. Okay, then go to, so E, this is for your homework, take it for your homework. 625 into minus 35 plus minus 625 into 65. I give you hint, okay? I give you hint. What's the hint here? That you have 625 in both of the groups, okay? You make this one group and this is the second group. Here we don't have, this is not an this is not a negative integer, but here we have minus. Then you shift minus to 65, then it will be minus 65. Then you can take out 625 from the group, then it will be distributive property. So I given hint for you and you have to do this, and already we did this in our example. Okay, this is for your homework, and take down the another one, that is F1. This is also for your homework. 7 into 50 minus 2. This is also distributive property upon subtraction. Okay, this is for your homework. And here, okay, so I do G for you. These two are for your homework. I go to G. Okay, this is the G1 is minus 17 into minus 17 into minus 29. You can directly multiply 17 with minus 29. Otherwise, we have to, the given is suitable, using suitable property, then we have to do like this. Answer is, we can write like this, minus 17 into, we can write minus 29 as minus 30 plus 1. This is also distributive property because we expressed minus 29 as minus 30 plus 1. Then minus 17 into, so minus 17 into minus 30, so plus of minus 17 into 1. Okay. So minus into minus is plus, 17 3s are 51, 0, keep 0 as it is, or 17 zeros are 0, 17 3s are 51, minus into minus is plus. Okay, here we have plus, plus into minus is minus, 17 1s are 17. Okay, take out from bracket, it's 510, plus into minus is minus, it's 17, minus 17, subtract 17 from this, it is 3. Then it's 0, 10 minus 1 is 9, it is 493. Okay. So the used property is distributive property. And we move to next one, that is the GH. H is like this, minus 57 into minus 19 plus 57. Okay, yes, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 57 ಇದೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Okay, into minus 19, this comes under one group, plus 57. Okay, how can we write now? Okay, so here we should use any property here, then we can write minus 57 into minus 19 plus 57 into 1 into 1. Okay, take out minus 1. Okay, okay, okay. So it should be plus 1 only, 57 into 1. Okay, now minus into minus is plus, minus into minus is plus, then we can take out minus here, by multiplying this we get plus only, then we can write like this, 57 into 19 plus 57 into 1. Okay, then take out 57 from this, we get 19 plus 1, 57 into 20. So 57 zeros are 0, 2 sevens are 14, 2 5s are 10 plus 1 is 11. So it is 1140. So like this, here we can't take minus 1 because the given number here is plus 57, then we have to take only 1. 57 ones are 57. Here it is minus into minus means plus, then we can take out minus from these two, then it is minus into minus is plus 57 into 19. From this we can take out 57 outside, that is the common number. Then we get 19 plus 1, 19 plus 1 is 20, multiply 57 with 20. Okay, let's move to the next one. Okay, here they have given some application problems. Okay. I rub this. Okay. Yes. The sixth question is, I read the question. A certain freezing process requires that room temperature be lowered from 40 degrees Celsius at the rate of 5 degrees Celsius every hour. What will be the room temperature 10 hours after the process begins? I read again. A certain freezing process requires that room temperature be lowered from 40 degrees Celsius at the rate of 5 degrees Celsius every hour. What will be the room temperature 10 hours after the process begins? So I explain the question here. One process that's the freezing process is going on, and the temperature is to be lowered there for this process by 5 degrees Celsius per hour. So 1 hour ಗೆ 5 degrees Celsius temperature ನ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದು 10 ಅವರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದಿ ರೂಮ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್? ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗತ್ತೆ 10 ಅವರ್ಸ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು 5 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಹಾಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋದರೆ, ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋದರೆ ಆ 10 ಅವರ್ಸ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ರೂಮ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ದಿ ರೂಮ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್. In beginning, room temperature is equal to 40 degree Celsius. Okay. Temperature to be lowered is equal to 5 degrees Celsius per hour. 5 degrees Celsius per hour. 1 hour ಗೆ 5 degrees Celsius ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, then therefore room temperature, what will be the room temperature? Room temperature after 10 hours is equal to, what should we do here? We should multiply. So when we consider lowered means it should be taken as negative integer. Okay, here it's right. Then for multiplying we should take like this 10 into minus 5 degree Celsius, because we are lowering, we are decreasing the room temperature by 5 degree Celsius. Then we have to take negative integer, it has negative integer, then it will be minus 10 5s are 50 minus 50 degree Celsius. Then what is the room temperature? that is equal to the starting temperature plus, so we have to find the difference between these two. Therefore, room temperature after the process is equal to, so minus 50 degree, that is equal to 40 degree Celsius plus of minus 50 degree Celsius, that is equal to 40 degree Celsius minus 50 degree Celsius, that is equal to minus 10 degree Celsius. It's finished. Okay, let's move to the seventh one. Okay, I read the question. Okay, so look into the book. In a class test containing 10 questions, 5 marks are awarded for every correct answer and minus 2 marks are awarded for every incorrect answer and 0 for questions not attempted. Okay. Then the first question is, Mohan gets 4 correct and 6 incorrect answers. What is his score? Okay, I repeat the question and I explain you. In a class in a class test containing 10 questions. Okay, there is a class test conducted and it consists 10 questions there, and 5 marks are awarded for every correct answers. They are going to give 5 marks for correct answers and minus 2 marks for incorrect answers and 0 for not attending the questions. Okay, here the first question asked is, Mohan gets 4 correct and 6 incorrect answers. What is his score? Okay, first you write down the given data. Okay, 5 marks for, this is the 7th one, 5 marks awarded for 1 correct answer. Okay, minus 2 marks are awarded. Marks awarded for 1 incorrect answer and 0 marks. So that is 0 for questions not attended. Okay, then the first question is Mohan's. We have to find the Mohan's score. Mohan gets 4 correct answers. Number of correct answers given, number of questions given correct answers. is equal to number of questions given correct answers is equal to 4 correct answers, that is equal to 4. Then marks for correct answers, score for correct answers is equal to 4 into 5, that is equal to 20. It's not his score, okay? He scored 20 for correct answers, and if he given, okay, then he given 4 correct answers and 6 incorrect answers. Score for incorrect answers is equal to 6 into 5. Okay, so 6 into minus 2, that is minus 2. 6 2s are plus into minus is minus, 6 2s are 12. He scored minus 12 for incorrect answers. Therefore, Mohan's score is equal to 20 minus plus of minus 12, that is equal to 20 minus 12, that is equal to 20 minus 12 is 8. Okay, then his score is 8, only 8. He scored 8 marks in that test. Okay, go through this. Okay. So I go to second question. Reshma gets 5 correct answers and 5 incorrect answers. What is her score? Okay, she attempted all the 10 questions and she given correct answers for 5 questions and incorrect answers for 5 questions. Okay, then we can find the second one. Second one is, answer for the second one. Reshma gave 5 correct answers, 5. And 5 incorrect answers. Okay, therefore, okay, Reshma's score for correct answers is equal to 5 into 5, that is equal to 25. Okay, then Reshma's score for incorrect answers is equal to 5 into minus 2, that is equal to minus, plus into minus is minus, 5 2s are 10. Okay, she scored minus 10 for incorrect answers. Okay, then they asked to find the total score. Therefore, hence Reshma's score is equal to 25 plus of minus 10. We have to take the sum of those two scores. 25 plus into minus is minus 10. Then she got 25 minus 10, that is equal to 15. Her score is 15. So for the Okay. Then the third question is, okay, I read the third question. Look into the book. Hina gets 2 correct and 5 incorrect answers out of 7 questions she attempts. What is her score? Okay, here we have different question because Hina, she gave 2 correct answers and 5 incorrect answers. And what about the rest one? So that is 2 plus 5 is 7. She attempted only 7 questions, and for another 3 she didn't answer, or she didn't attended the questions. So that we can write like this. For the third one, we can write like this. Hina gave 2 correct answers, 5 incorrect answers, and didn't answer for 3 questions. Didn't attend 3 questions. Okay. So like this, Hina gave 2 correct answers, 5 incorrect answers, and didn't attend 3 questions. Then the score is Hina's score for, or marks scored for correct answers, is equal to, okay, then she gave 2 into 5, that is equal to 10. She got 10 marks for correct answers. Hina's score for 5 are incorrect answers, that is equal to 5 into minus 2, that is equal to 5 into minus 2 is minus 10. She scored minus 10 for incorrect answers. Okay. Then Hina score for not attended questions, that is equal to 3 into 0, that is equal to 0. Here we have to take all the scores sum. Therefore, hence Hina's score is equal to 10 plus of minus 10 plus 0, that is equal to 10 minus 10 is equal to 0. She scored 0 marks in that test. Okay. So go to 8th one. Okay, I read the question. So listen to me. A cement company earns a profit of rupees 8 per bag of white cement sold and a loss of rupees 5 per bag of grey cement sold. The first question is, the company sells 3,000 bags of white cement and 5,000 bags of grey cement in a month. What is its profit or loss. Okay, I read again. A cement company earns a profit of rupees 8 per bag of white cement sold and a loss of rupees 5 per bag of grey cement sold. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎರಡು they have two different types of cement bags. They are selling two different types of cements. One is the white cement and the second one is grey cement. When they sell white cement, they get profit, and when they sell grey cement, they get loss. Okay, then the first question is, the company sells 3,000 bags of white cement. Okay, company ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, they are going to sell, they are selling 3,000 bags of white cement. Okay, then 3,000 bags of cement, white cement means they get profit on 3,000 bags. Per bag they get 8 rupees. Okay, then and 5 bags of grey cement, 5,000 bags of grey cement means they are sell the grey cement bags with loss in that month. What is its profit or loss? We have to find they get whether they get profit or loss. Okay, a cement company earns profit. This is the 8th one. The data given is profit on selling white cement profit on selling white cement per bag is equal to rupees 8. Okay, then loss on selling grey cement per bag, that is equal to rupees 5 per bag. Okay, the first question we have to answer. For the first question, the company sells 3,000 bags of white cement and 5,000 bags of grey cement in a month. Okay, number of white cement bags sold is equal to 3,000. Therefore, profit is equal to 3,000 or per bag it's 8 rupees. They get 8 rupees. Rupees 8 into 3,000, that is equal to 8 3s are 24,000. They got profit as they got 24,000 profit, and they also sold grey cement with loss. Okay, number of grey cement bags sold is equal to, that is equal to 5,000, and the loss is equal to, therefore loss is equal to rupees 5 into 5 25,000, that is equal to 5 5s are 25. So they got loss. Okay, 24,000 and the profit is 24,000 and the loss is 25,000. What is its profit or loss? Okay, therefore company got loss by 25 rupees 25,000 minus rupees 24,000, that is equal to rupees 1,000. It got, okay, minus 1,000. So we don't write, okay, it's 1,000 rupees. They got loss by that is rupees 1,000. Okay, so by this we finish off this class, and remaining we continue in the next class. Okay, thank you.